Hello everybody, welcome back to Kai Talks NFL, and today I'm going to be giving you my best player at each position in each division. So basically, let's give an example. AFC South wide receiver, Nico Collins. That's an example right there. Hopefully it makes sense, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Also, by the way, this is only QB, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. And also only the AFC. So starting off with the AFC West, I think the best QB in the AFC West right now is Patrick Mahomes. You know, he was definitely in a little bit of a slump last year, as we saw. Still took his team to the Super Bowl, which is pretty damn good, obviously. But you could argue Justin Herbert, because I think he did break out a little bit more than he already has. But I still have Patrick Mahomes taking the cake. Been to the AFC Championship, 7 years in a row now? He's still a top 5 quarterback, and you cannot really deny that here. Next for the running back, this might shock some people. It's kind of a weaker running back division, although the Chargers, they got some underrated guys. Anyways, I'm going to go with the rookie, Ashton Jeanty here. Dude, he was just so damn good in college. You gotta look at a couple Ashton Jeanty highlights. This man is an absolute dog. Therefore, before I've even seen him in the NFL, I gotta go with Ashton Jeanty here. Next, we got a wide receiver, and I gotta go Ladd McConkey. Dude was like a second-round pick, came into the league. You know, we didn't know how Justin Herbert's weapons were gonna be. We're like, oh, but he has no one to throw the ball to. People were worried that they drafted Joe Alt because they need a wide receiver. No. Ladd McConkey came in and became Justin Herbert's guy. And honorable mention goes to Courtland Sutton because he did break out last year with Bo Nix. But I still got to give it to Ladd McConkey here. And lastly, the tight end for the AFC West, I chose Travis Kelce. You know, he was definitely in a slump. Maybe the past 2 years he's been in a slump. But I still got to give it to Travis Kelce. He's still a very, very good tight end. Just not as good as he used to be. And also, this is kind of a weaker tight end division in my opinion. And still, Travis Kelce is pretty good. Actually, I wouldn't say a really weak tight end division because I think Evan Ingram's really good. Just not as good as Travis Kelce. Next, we got the AFC North, and this one's a toss-up, kind of, but I went for the QB, Lamar Jackson, you know. I will argue that I think he probably should have won the MVP last year, but I love my boy Josh Allen, so he can be there. But anyways, I think Lamar Jackson is the best QB in the league right now. All around, better than Joe Burrow. I think honorable mention does go to Joe Burrow. It's really just a preference, kind of like what Wyatt's World said. You could go Lamar or go Joe Burrow, but here I'm going to go Lamar Jackson. I just think his rushing ability is so damn good. And obviously I think Joe Burrow's a better passer, but as an all-around quarterback and the impact that he has to that team, I got to go Lamar Jackson. For the running back, I got Derrick Henry here. You know, he's old, but he's still gold, baby. This dude will run through anybody and everybody, besides Cooper DeJean, but we don't talk about that. Anyways, I still think Derrick Henry, even though he's aging, he is still so damn good. He had one of his best years. Dude is getting old. He's becoming unk, and still just putting on these legendary performances. And with the Ravens, I think he'll get them a Super Bowl. Him and Lamar Jackson. I think he is going to still be very good for a couple more years. Next, we got the wide receiver, and this one's pretty obvious. Although I think it is a good wide receiver division, I gotta go with Jamar Chase here. Triple Crown King. Dude was unstoppable last year and truly proved that he is the best wide receiver in the league right now. Next, we got the tight end, and I gotta go Mark Andrews here, even though I think Isaiah Likely is going to take him over at some point. Right now, I gotta go Mark Andrews. It's a little bit of a weaker tight end division, I'll be honest, but I think you can't let one drop to find Mark Andrews, right? I still think he's a very good tight end. Give me Mark Andrews as the best tight end in the AFC North. Next, we got the AFC East and QB. This isn't even really an explanation, but it is Josh Allen here. Justin Fields, he just hasn't really proven himself yet. Drake May hasn't been in the league long enough. And for Tua, you know, I think he can have decent games, but definitely not better than Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the best QB in the AFC East. Next, we got the running back, and I said James Cook. He had a really good year last year. He had like 16 touchdowns or something. Dude can be seriously a receiving back too. Like, he is really good at catching the ball. He can catch deep balls. He can just get dump offs and score touchdowns. I think he's a really good dual threat player, and I got to go James Cook here. Wide receiver, I got Tyreek Hill. You know, he was getting old, and he's getting into a little bit of slump, but I still think in this division, Tyreek Hill is the best wide receiver, and honestly, I think if Tyreek Hill was on, like, the Bills or something, he'd be a lot better. But I still got to go Tyreek Hill here, one of the best wide receivers, just maybe not as good as he used to be. Next, we got the tight end, and another kind of weak tight end division. I got to go Hunter Henry here, though. He's been pretty darn productive the past couple years, been in the league for a while, but for the Patriots, they haven't let him go because he's just been that productive, Not crazy productive, but he's been consistent, and that's why Hunter Henry is good to have, and therefore he's the best tight end in that division. Next, we got the AFC South, and for the QB, I gotta go CJ Stroud here. Simply, Anthony Richardson, I just have admitted that he's not good. Trevor Lawrence, he still needs to prove himself, and Cam Ward is a rookie. Therefore, I gotta go CJ Stroud. Yes, he was in a slump last year, but don't let that take away the fact that a lot of his players were injured, and I still think he's very good. Next, we got the running back, and I got Jonathan Taylor. Dude had like 1,400 yards last year. I think a lot of people forgot about him because he's on the shitty Colts. But Jonathan Taylor is still like a top 5 running back in the league. I'm not even joking with you. This dude, he's going to perform this year, especially with the bad quarterback play. They're going to be giving him a lot of carries, and he's going to go off, and I think he's the best running back in this division. Next, we got the wide receiver, Brian Thomas Jr., but honorable mention, Nico Collins. You could go either way with this, because I think Nico Collins is very good too. But I gotta go Brian Thomas Jr. here, dude. 1,200 yards. Even with, Mac Jones, he still went off. Imagine if he has a fully healthy Trevor Lawrence the whole season. This dude is gonna be insane. Got snubbed from the Pro Bowl. I think Brian Thomas Jr. is the best wide receiver in that division. Lastly, we got the tight end, and I said a rookie as well, because this is a weak tight end division, but I gotta go Tyler Warren. There's a reason why he was picked so high out of Penn State. He is a really good tight end. He had pretty good stats in college, and I have no other reason to pick anybody else, so therefore I'm going Tyler Warren. That is also it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. It was a little bit late, but I had a busy day today, and tomorrow's video will be pre-recorded too. It's going to be the same thing, just the NFC. With all that being said, I will see you in the next video.